Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Whether you're here to compare apps, learn something new, or just stay updated, you're in the right place. Let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix the NVMe SSD not showing up in BIOS in 2025. This is a common problem that can be frustrating, but don't worry, I'll guide you through the main fix step by step so you can get your SSD recognized by a BIOS and ready to use. First, let's start with the basics. Make sure your NVMe SSD is properly installed in the V.2 slot on your motherboard. Sometimes it's a simple connection issue, so double check that the SSD is fully seated and the screw is tightened securely. If that's all good, reboot your PC and enter the BIOS. Look for settings related to storage configuration. Sometimes the M.2 slot is disabled by default or shared with SATA ports, which can cause the SSD not to appear. Enable the M.2 slot or disable conflicting SATA ports if needed. Next, check the SATA mode in BIOS. It should be set to HACI, not IDE or RAID, for the NVMe drive to show up properly. If your BIOS have an option for NVMe configuration, make sure it's enabled. Some motherboards require this to be turned on explicitly. Updating your BIOS firmware is another important step. Manufacturers regularly release updates that improve NVMe compatibility. So head to your motherboard's official website, download the latest BIOS and update it carefully following their instructions. Also, make sure your operating system supports NVMe drivers, Windows 10 and later so. But if you're on all older OS, that could be an issue. If you have done all this and still don't see the SSD, try testing the drive in another PC or different M.2 slot if your mother has more than one. This helps identify if the problem is with the SSD or the motherboard. Finally, if your SSD is brand new, check if it needs to be initialized or formatted from disk management once it shows up in your OS. And that's it. Check installation, BIOS settings, update firmware, and test the hardware. Follow these steps and your NVMe SSD should show up in BIOS and work perfectly. And thanks for watching. If this helped, please like, comment your questions below, and subscribe for more tech fixes and guides. Catch you in the next one.